Ciao Maurizio. Thank you for attending, guys, to this session. And then maybe we are on time, maybe we wait another few seconds. In the meanwhile, I try to share it. I'm sharing. Can you confirm it, Maurizio? I'm sharing or not? No.
Yes, I see the presentation.
You see the presentation?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. We can start, Maurizio.
We can start. So we start. Can you please go on with the next slide? Yeah. Okay. Today's speakers, myself and Andrea Scolaro. Andrea has a very huge experience based in many years, not as much as mine because I'm older than him. But okay, we are present in the process automation market from a lot of years. So we were very well known on the market and the instruments, field instrument, DCS part, and so on. So we try to share a bit of our experience with you today for this kind of webinar. First, I would like to give you an explanation of our company, just a few slides to let you know who we are for the people that doesn't know us. So we are present, obviously the biggest market is oil and gas for us, but even petrochemical, pharmaceutical, mining, food are markets where we are present with our product because intrinsically safe is present in this kind of market. Usually we supply to the DCS and ESD, fire and gas, BMS, something like this, PLC, SCADA, all this kind of system that help to receive intrinsically safe signal. We put our barrier inside between the field and the DCS, or this kind of system. We are present from a lot of years. Formally, GMI is present from 2003 for more than 30 years, but the first company of the founder of GM was Elcom Instruments. We are based close to Milan, and we do 100% of internal production. That means that we do everything inside our factory close to Milan. We are present all over the world, 5 continents. We have now 10 GMI offices, where 9 until 1 month ago we opened officially the office in India. We have 100 distributors based all over the world. The staff is increasing. We are hiring people in our production, so that means that we are increasing the global people inside the company. Most of these obviously are in the factory. The other in the GMI offices. We are still doing safety training for a safety engineer. There is one just this week, a few meters from here. We have the other area where 8 people is doing this kind of training right now. And obviously we have thousands of installations all over the world. We are here for a safe world. That means that we are really strictly close to the SIL, safety integrity level. We have all our products SIL certified, SIL2, SIL3, depending the customer request. That means that we are really, we have all our production completely automated. We have obviously personnel doing something, but machines are doing the rest of the preparation, the welding, the coating of our PSB. So full testing, 100% of the production. That is something different from some competitors that they do this for just 10-15% of the production. Why we do this for the 100%? We are quite sure that every barrier, every safety relay that is leaving our company is working properly. This means that we are able to supply 5 years of warranty, not 1 year, not 2, but 5 years of warranty. And we have a long list of certification. It's very important to be present all over the world, starting from China, Korea, South America, and so on. We have all kinds of certification. We try to have all kinds of certification. Obviously, you know, we are a medium, small company, so is an investment. Every kind of certification we have to be careful to choose the right one, but if the market is asking for some certificate, we can do this without any kind of problem. And this is our product range. Obviously, our core business are IS barriers and safety relay, but we have a quite wide range of products, including the new X1 series that is new, started this year in March and so on. This is closing one page only, our vendor list, reference list. You can see that we are able to supply to the system vendor, so all the MAC, the DCL supplier, the PLC, the various engineering company, the OEM, and the end user. So you can have a look of how many very big companies are present in this slide.
Okay.
Now I leave the word to Andrea, that is the main speaker today, and I will be present for any other things. Thank you.
Thank you, Maurizio. So we're gonna start with the presentation today, and if you have any question, there is a Q&A button. You can write. It's not allow any speakers beside us, so just write, and we'll try to answer during our presentation to your question. Also, this presentation is recorded. You can see later, and that's all. So it's divided in chapters. So first we talk about safety, smart relay concept. So why use a relay in a SIF? Because of course there are different points. Of course, a relay is necessary, but most relay in the market are not safe. We are only in the market for SIL certified relays. So, and when you need it, you need in case, of course, the controller is not able to give enough power to the load in terms of voltage or current. When you need maybe a multiplication of contacts, you have one contact, you need to drive multiple loads. Or maybe you need to invert the safety function. So you wanna open when you close the contact, or the other way around. Or you need a real isolation. So there are different situations where you need a relay. So why? Say, we mentioned that a standard relay, you have standard relay in the market a lot, but this is what we are talking is a safe relay. So a safe relay, of course, is a device that is able to achieve a really safety function. So you wanna with a grant availability, grant a percentage of probability. This is very important. So you need to do something on demand. It can be open or close a load, or maybe energize a valve or de-energize a valve on demand. So there is granted for achieving that function with very high probability. That's why that is certified for SIL. So typical application is ESD, so normally energized. In case of demand, you want energized to safety. So you want to open the circuit. And the other application is for fire and gas, when the load is normally de-energized, and in case of demand, you want energized to safety. See, here you see a circuit where you have basically a solution where this is for normally energized, you have 3 relays in series. So it means that in case of in case of opening. So all relays are obviously are closing. Just one is necessary for opening the circuit. When in this case the difference is for normally de-energized load when the three relays are in parallel, so just one will be closed. Maybe it's necessary to be closed for achieving the function, which is energized on demand. So why use a smart relay in a SIF? Let's say smart relays is used when the line monitoring is required. Okay, so if you put a relay, basically you isolated the output from the load, because a relay is there is a coil that activate a relay out, so there is a physical separation between the two circuits. So, and of course, this is a compromise. If you have a system where with the pulse testing, with the line monitoring, DO, this separation, this relays is limiting this functionality. Okay, so you need a relay because you need extra power, because it needs extra functionality, but you lose this line monitoring capability for your DO. Okay, so and the point is, of course, the important for using a smart relays that in this case, and the relay will give this extra possibility that probably are not possible because a relay is a physical isolation for the circuit. So that's why is in the market introduced this kind of solution. And GMI was one of the first company introducing that. So we have this, just to give you more details about what is a smart relay. So smart relay is there is a coil-to-coil function, which is so you have your DO out, then connected to the relays, and then you have the power supply for the circuit, and then you activate your load. There is also the diagnostic function. So the diagnostic function is a circuit that give this information about what's happening on the load. Okay, so you have the diagnostic, you have a connection probably, which is a digital out. Okay, you have one digital out with additional faults, maybe one or two contacts that is reporting to your system in case of fault, and you have also Modbus communication as an option that doing the same thing via Modbus. The point is very important is that the fault, of course, is reported in this case, okay, as I saw it, and the function, my safety function, is SIL3 certified, while the diagnostic is SIL2. So the orange one or the yellow one is SIL2. But the very important, very important point is that this safety function is completely separated from the diagnostic. In this case, this is not interfering with the full safety function. So the diagnostic is something more, so it's something that reporting to your system any fault, but is not physically connected to the safety function. So we have a first poll to see if you are still there. Okay, thank you. Maybe you can launch it, Maurizio. So
Yes.
what relay type do you use on your safety application?
Okay.
Okay. So nothing to win, nothing to lose. Just write whatever you like, what is your experience, based on your experience. If you use a common relays, or if you use a standard safety relays, or if you use standard new relays with a diagnostic functionality, or maybe the PLC is already that because there are multiple PLC in the market. The PLC, no, it's not this one, Maurizio. You launched the wrong one. Sorry for that, Maurizio.
So,
Please stop. Sorry for this. This is the wrong one. We have a two Can you close it? Start with the other one, please.
Yeah. Ready? Type used on safety application. Is that
Close
one?
this one.
Okay. Release
Okay.
there.
Yeah. Okay. This is the right. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, because it was in the opposite position. I
Yeah.
opened the first one.
Yeah. We made the things difficult. And so if you use common relays, if you use standard safety relays, a relay with the diagnostic capability, or maybe the PLC you are using integrates already these relay functionalities. Maybe you don't need it because maybe the output is already for maybe driving for 2 amps or maybe more amps. Thank you for answering. Just a quick information for
Most,
us, very useful for our future development.
most of these are for diagnostic functionalities. Okay.
Okay, we can stop and we can go ahead with the next slides.
Okay.
So, smart relay features, unique relay matrix. What we realize is a universal solution for normal energized and normal de-energized load. How we did it? We did it through this circuit where your load is here and we have two relays in parallel with other two relays in parallel. Both are driving, so they are simultaneously moving in case you want to open or close. This is a very good point and a very good circuit we have found. Maybe cost a little bit more in terms of hardware inside, but is able to grant high safety and high availability. So availability is something that the people don't care because functional safety is just mention the safety, is not to mention the availability. But availability means that I'm not going to stop my system. I'm not having let's say spurious trip, okay, problems because of one single failure. And you see here that there is an exemption where here I have a problem. Maybe I want to open all relays connected are opening, but this is stacking and it's not opening, okay? But I can open the circuit because these two relays are opening the circuit. So this is not affecting the safety function. That's why we can grant more availability. And this is a good point, especially end users are looking for reducing any spurious trip. They want to have the safety, more safe on your plant, but also the availability is something very important. So the SIL3 safety is say that a single relay fault is not sufficient for creating dangerous condition. And availability means that a single relay fault is not sufficient to activate a spurious strip of the load. So these things, this circuit, we use also for normally de-energized load. So all relays are open. I want to close, and maybe one is not closing, but the other three relays are able to close the loop. So also path testing is a concept very important because basically the system, the CS and PLCs are generating these kinds of path testing for normal energized application or normal energized the other way, the other, say, they are generating a path or they are degenerating this path for a very short period, few milliseconds. So this is basically you can exclude it on some PLCs, but on the other maybe not. And if you connect it with a relay, this is basically testing the output, okay? But when you need extra power, you need extra feature, you need the safety relay out, this path testing probably is interfering with the circuit here in a lot of cases. Our relays are compatible, so they are not, this path test is not affecting the circuit here is not the relay is not having chattering, so you are not reducing lifetime, whatever is could generate this path testing. So, and also, of course, they reduce the lifetime for the device connected with. So, very important if you use our relays, other relays in the market, that you look at this functionality. Is this apparatus compatible with the path testing? Okay. If it's yes, is okay. If it's not, is could be a problem. Okay, so next one, diagnostic technique. So we have said that the relays extend the diagnostic capability for any type of loads. Okay, can detect open, short circuit, power failure, earth leakage, or internal fault. How we transfer the data to the system? So there are, of course, a possibility for normal contacts. So we close a contact. The information are, of course, reported to the system, but via sort of mirroring functionality. If the DO card supporting the path testing, we are able to report to the system this information. So high impedance, I see high impedance, okay, I see fault on my output. There are other possibilities. So the fault on bus, if you have a more relay connected, we have a contact. Over the power bus, you can get one single contact for all relay connected with. And the other point is also via Modbus. In case of you have the PLC with Modbus support, RS485 Modbus master port, you can get this information. The very important point from the other way to get the fault is here you can get exact information about what kind of fault you get on the relay. Okay, if it's open circuit, short circuit, or power supply, whatever, you can get the right information. While here you have a generic information. There is a fault. You don't know what. Here you have much more information because any single fault has a specific address, Modbus address. So relay with the full diagnostic. We have this solution that can be used for fire and gas, normally energized, high availability with the phase inversion. And we have this kind of diagnostic: voltage current on load, load resistance, leakage from load to earth, coil integrity. Coil is the single relay inside, and the Modbus is supported. Relay with the full diagnostic are available we have two fault relays, so two contact out, the Modbus or the bus, fault contact on bus, the Modbus output. As we said, compatible with the DO card, live monitoring, path testing, fault mirroring on the DO card, contact rating up to 4 amps, 6 amps in rush, zone 2 division installation, universal mounting, D-rail, power bus and boards, input, output, power supply, fully isolation among the circuits. Here a table that give you much more details. So what kind of monitoring? So you have these relay that are the most common we use when you need a diagnostic. You see what kind of fault you can get on the relay. So these two, the latest two, of course, the most completed with the earth leakage, internal coil integrity. But in the most of cases, these are sufficient. So open circuit, short circuit, and resistance. Okay, so the other chapter is for fire and gas application. We have made some examples, so for keep you awake, of course. So that is for fire and gas, so you can use in case of the luge valve, power up of different road ventilation, bells, beacons, any energized to trip application with a line monitoring. So energized to trip. So we have a situation, okay? So this is the situation when you see that the relay itself is not powering the loads because there are different, our relay are generic relays that offer up to 250 volt, 5 amps, or 10 amps also, loads, but the voltage out, of course, must be connected outside. So this is the offline condition. So, and the normal condition is normally de-energized. This is the situation. So the load is off. When I'm closing, of course, the safe state means that I'm closing, you see the circuit, and my lamp or beacon or whatever is powered. Okay, this is I'm gonna have a safe state condition when I'm powering, in this case, my load. Typical applications here. So I have sorry, it's a very complicated this, but you see that the power supply here, the solenoid valve, okay, or maybe this is not really solenoid valve, is more alarm annunciator. And I have the two outputs for fault. I have the DO, so then I'm activating my load through this circuit, and I have also the Modbus output. In fact, so when in case of course normal operating condition, the two contacts are closed, the two fault contacts, and also the bus contact is open, and the red LED is off because I have a red LED on the front of the device. In case of course situation here, I can also see on my on the software situation. So I have a fully information also via software if I wanna do any laboratory testing. And I have also a situation here, maybe I have another point, maybe for short circuit, what happens in case of short circuit. So I have a short circuit on my load, and the situation is the two contacts were closed, open, so I have two fault, I can get it. I can have also my contact on the fault on the bus is closing, so I can get over Modbus, oh sorry, over power bus, this information for all relays, so this is a common fault, and my LED on the front switch on. So I have a multiple information via contacts here, free of voltage contact, and also for the fault bus, and also a red LED information. Also the software is see that there is a situation, but this is probably the software is you're gonna use only for laboratory testing for FET and so on. Also for the earth leakage, I can use this relay for earth leakage, and the situation is that in case of earth leakage, the same. I see the earth leakage here. My contact closed, the two contacts here open, so I can get, and of course, a red LED is red. I can see this value on my software as well. I can use this one in case of phase inversion. Okay, when I need to invert the function. Okay, this is the situation. This is offline condition. This is the situation with normal condition. The situation is normally energized. When I need a safety condition, my circuit opens and my load is off. Okay, and situation is here. I have the situation in the two fault contact opens because they were closed. This is of course is closing the contact. So and also I have very important. I have high impedance measured from DO. So the DO card can see high impedance. So I don't want to use this contact. I don't want to use this contact because it needs basically an additional DI card from my system. I can see this on my PLC via very high impedance. This is the situation. Okay, we have seen so far the fire and gas application. Is there any question, Maurizio? I see something probably.
Certification.
Yeah, for GMI Smart Relay diagnostic can be via Modbus alias. Is there any diagnostic is available for reference? Yes, there is. We have two relays with the Modbus that can with all registers. So there is a manual. The reference is D5294S, D5295S. So you can refer to these devices. If you are not able to find information on the website, please contact us in case. What is the minimum load to prevent the contact shattering? Good question. We should check on the manual, so we cannot. Maybe we send the mail later, or remember us so we can check it. It's not possible to. Just wonder if a diagnostic software made available based on the number of GM Smart Relay order. No, the diagnostic software is well, diagnostic software is only for using one relay. So you use it one by one and you check. It is not a full diagnostic software, just for configuration, for monitoring, laboratory monitoring, but for real time, for something you have to use basically a Modbus software that with dedicated for that. We don't have it. Okay, for ESD application here, PP294S. Maurizio, can you mute a little bit because I hear a lot of noises. Thank you. And for contacts here, you see that normal energized load. A situation is, of course, I have the two contacts here, and as well the contact here for Fulton bus, and the switch the LED load is on. So the same, basically it's the same, no difference. Okay, so in this case for normally energized load, I see in this case, for instance, very important, the call integrity, meaning that I can see if one single relay inside my module is failing over the software. I can have also this situation, very important, dual coil solenoid valve. So there are situations where the valve has dual coil for redundancy, so I can monitor also this situation, okay? I can see that there is the software, I repeat, this software is based on just one relay for monitoring the situation, how it's working and so on. If I want to do any laboratory testing. Fault mirroring normally energized. So I see that in case of fault in the field, so the contacts are also reporting, but I can have eigenpedance from the DO card. So I can detect it, and I don't use any additional DI card for my system. Okay, so you can send this poll, Maurizio, please. If I think is was the first one we sent to our colleagues. Yeah, you are muted. If you want to say something, please unmute. Otherwise, go ahead with the poll.
I have to check because seems to be closed because we already launched it. Is only possible to see to view the results.
Okay, we can't. So the idea is, of course, we mentioned different point. Okay, we mentioned different points. So we already launched it, but anyhow, the thing is, if you consider relevant, of course, the past testing, okay, compatibility. I say that in the market you may find some relays that are not compatible with the past testing. This is could be a problem because for let's say for relay chattering, so you get destroyed there. So this type of relay is for really non-intensive use. I mean that you have a safety function. Basically, the demand for safety is less than once a year. Okay, if you have this past testing, which is and the relay you use is not compatible, you get destroyed soon. Okay, so this is very first important point. Is the hardware I'm using connected with my DO card compatible with past testing? If yes, okay. If not, it could be a problem. Of course, contact alarm out, fault mirroring on the host system. We did a lot of testing. We have some slides later about that. Modbus out, the configurable threshold. In case there are some relay we have seen so far, and the software we offer, it is free of charge, give you also this extra feature. So you can set what kind of threshold must be recognized as fault, okay? So there is a special some inductive loads, okay, with high impedance, and maybe the relay can see immediately fault, but even if there is no fault. So by using this relay, you can higher this threshold in order to report only real fault in case, not for any value. This is an extra feature you may have. Okay, so we have seen, yes, the application. There is also Modbus interface. One attendee asked for the Modbus. So the relay, this relay 5294 and 5295 has support Modbus communication over S45 cable. So you have this kind of situation. Any relay has a specific address. You have a Modbus master, that is a PLC or any other system that can read these values. Of course, the parameters can be also for reading and writing, so you can configure also over Modbus. Benefit from using Modbus is one Modbus interface for all connected relays, multi-drop connection communication up to 1,200 meters, so you have a long distance. No need of system DI for alarm monitoring, so you don't need the DI card additional. Information about the real fault type, short open or coil or whatever, while the alarm can just advise about the generic fault condition. So the Modbus gives this extra features to you. So the conclusion, we have the relays that we have tested with different systems. So we mentioned here, so for instance, Schneider Electric, we tested with the Tricon CX, with the Foxport, with the Modicon, M5 and 80 safety. Testing approved. We tested with the ProSafe, Yokogawa ProSafe, Yokogawa Centum. We tested with the Safety Manager Lusio, Safety Manager SC, with the DSCS Expiron. We tested with Delta V SIS, S800 from ABB, HiMax, HEMA, and the Rockwell Advance. So we made a lot of different testing, especially for the because the load is always well connected. There is no issue. The point is connecting the DO card with the coil, and the very important point is granting the mirroring. So granting the default reading directly on your DO without using extra digital input. And this is something that is challenging because any PLC works in different way. They need a different value of resistance for reading this information. So that's why need extra testing. If you are working with special other modules, we can of course PLCs, we can of course make some investigation. So the strength, just to complete, so we did not mention our new line X1 series that have also solution like solid state relays. We have also extra features like automatic testing proof. We have capability of let's say multiple relay 70 degrees in a very harsh environment and so on. We didn't mention, but basically what we are offering as GMI is of course a universal solution extension of the limit for the system DO card for complying any load and condition. High level diagnostic, open short circuit, power supply fault, ground leakage, load resistance variation, relay failure. I remind you that all these features are not available in any line monitor relay. There are only few types that grants all of this. The majority is for open source circuit and power supply fault. okay, the majority of our relays. But if required, we can do that. High availability and fault tolerance, prevention, high availability. If you remember, there is a contact. There are multiple relays inside, so a single fault inside is not generating spurious strip. So that's why the availability is high, and that prevents downtime for your plant. SIL certification and the lifetime SIL3, lifetime up to 20 years. There are relays that are SIL3, of course, all relays are SIL3, but you can use them also in SIL2 application. The great advantage if you use a SIL2 application, but you use still a SIL3, that is the very long testing proof that can be up to 20 years with comparable with the lifetime of the device. The fault mirroring detection. So the system DO card can detect and see on directly the values. Cost reduction, limited the need to DO card. If you use a live monitor, you don't need additional DI card. Reducing hardware, wiring, and simplify engineering. Flexible solution, any type of loads. Modbus interface for reading all data. Unipolar or bipolar loads. We didn't mention this specificity, but when you have a load at long distance, okay, you can use also the unipolar connection in order to save one cable. This also we can grant also the diagnostic via single cable. Okay, so this is an extra feature you can get on the smart relays. Proven track record, granted interoperability and the safety thanks to certification, test, and reference. With this, what we have seen so far is a part, but there are multiple testing, multiple, let's say, proven track record on a lot of different systems in different environments, in different conditions, and different requirements. Okay, so basically we have finished. Maybe there are two questions, maybe. Which is certified response time. There is no response time. There is no delay, I would say. So response time is quick, only few milliseconds. So no, the exact value may depends from relay to relay, but there is no limits. I would say delay in activating the function. The other point, what about Siemens S7 400? Let's say that with Siemens, we tested the universal, not this one, 400, we tested the new Siemens CFU universal card. And also the live monitor is fully compatible. This is we tested with our new X1 series, so if you need more details, please contact us. Okay, so no more questions. See if there is finito and finito. Okay. Few more details. Of course, our webinars are here on our website. You can see what is the next one. I remind you that also this has been recorded. You may see again. You can also see all the other on our YouTube channel, and the YouTube channel is on this page, I guess. On our website, you can see the link for our YouTube channel. That's all. I don't know. There is another question. Would your future seminar please show a live demo of the monitoring DO? Okay, this is okay. Live demo for DO. This is good things. I would say that this is very difficult for this kind of situation with Zoom and so on. If you are in need of that, we can do a dedicated Teams meeting with our technical people. So I see that is anonymous people that is asking for that. Please contact us and we'll arrange a demo session for you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So there is the latest poll, Maurizio, if you want to launch it. And
Yes, the last one. Okay.
nothing to win, nothing to lose. Just write whatever you like, and we'll try. Of course, is also very important for improving our communication channel with our people, with our customers, and so on. Thank you for answering.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your reply. Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
we can stop it here. Thank you. Okay, thank you again. Thank you all, and if you need any details, please contact again, because it's a very limited window times. You know, we cannot give all details, special technical details about this point. But if you are in need, we can arrange a Teams meeting with our technician and see the really say, topics you wanna discuss. Okay. Thank you, Maurizio. Thank you all our attendees.
Ciao Andrea, grazie. Thank you to
Thank you.
you all. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.